Hey guys, I think we're pretty much there. Pretty much back live and loud. No need to dispense with the tune and all that good stuff again. Me and Harry Boy, we're both back. We're back. We've been here for 2 minutes. It's before all of you's catching up. We had about 120 or so we'll wait for you all to fly back in here. And Harry, I'm sure we'll wait for everyone to pop back in. But yeah. I'm sure you've seen the winner. You remember their name. And we'll
definitely remember their name. 100%.
So we'll give it a wee minute or two, and we'll wait for everyone to reappear. Because we were just getting a good bit of momentum going there, and I thought, we cannot lose Harry again, so he'll come back for the card we're giving away, and the other two that are there to come. So I thought, let's just get Harry back, let's just re-up, and let's just re-lock and load, and get this show back on the road. That's it, man.
100%. To be fair, this Gabriel, thank you for letting us know who, basically with first, second, third and stuff. But yeah, he got it right, to be fair. That was what I spotted as well, Quinny, to be fair. If we look at Gabriel Perkath's comments, Dornadu.
Okay.
Dornadu was first. He did he did guess
Cabba, chat, his name, and then if he's here, we'll get him to respond to you with his club name. So then I can see it in the chat, and then I'll just get that whipped over to him. But the first card given away, the Alex Pastor. Congratulations, buddy. And yeah, I think that pretty much, we were kind of at a section anyway, so it kind of finished off at, maybe Donado. Cool. So finished off at a decent wee point, I think, where, anyway, yeah, hopefully we don't lose anyone. Everyone comes back to us. And
no one misses out
on the giveaways. Yeah, I love it.
He's in. Yeah.
I'm just copying all the stuff over, guys. Sorry, bear with me here. Yeah, Harry Boy is in the link to Harry's channel is in the description of the video for anyone that's not caught that.
Yeah. Oh, Tornado. Okay, I got you. No, he's saying Tornado like tornado. I didn't know how to pronounce it, but that makes a lot more sense. But congrats, man. You were first. Bob, the answer was Cabba. I don't even know his first name. Sorba Cabba, is it? Sorry Cabba. Sorry Cabba. He used to play for Midgetland, or however we're going to pronounce it. I think he's the only. I mean, looking on Sorare data, he seems like the only licensed player. So we're going to go off that. But yeah, I'm just reading a little.
Donado, what is your squad nickname? So Donado, what is your actual squad name? Is it Donado? Sorry, on you go, Harry.
No, I was just saying. I was just looking at Frank Lampard's press conference thing. Somebody said, "What about Daley Campbell?" Couldn't you? I didn't even. I mean, I'm going off Sorare data, and I can't, like, in all the top average scores and stuff, I'm not seeing any I'm not even seeing that guy's name, to be fair. So unfortunately, that's just not going to run with me. I've gone off Sorare data, and yeah, all I see is Kaba. I see one face, and unfortunately, it is him. He is him.
That's it.
And we're just going to
Birthday
go with
club,
that.
loving it.
We're just going to go with that.
Excellent. We've got a bunch of these here. Not quite everyone's refound us or whatever, guys. So if you are showing up again and you enjoyed any portion of the stream, the first portion, the second portion, last week's portion, whatever, please do drop a wee like, help the internet, send us around to everyone. And yeah. Oh, we've got another Zico, this is very generous, but we're getting very close to the deadline. I've got a lot of cards to ship out now. So we've got another card been dropped in for the giveaway, guys. So to help us, right, okay, we've got another card dropped in. We'll give this card away exclusively. It's an Aziz Behic, right? John Nellis has this guy's unique. Australia International, plays for Dundee United, left wing, got an assist last weekend, right? Now, we're on Twitter. We've done the little tweet thing, right? I'll give away one of the Celtic cards to the main tweet, okay? But what I'll do, like the now, is I've put a response to my own tweet in here called giveaway portion of the stream. Like and retweet on this bit. I'll give away that Behic the now to someone randomly that does that in the next kind of 5 minutes or so. And we'll wait for everyone to return, as it were. Smash the likes when you get here, guys. We'll need to get them to another number later on to give away the Celtic cards that SR Monkey generously donated into the stream, and I do want to do that in the next kind of 20 or 30 minutes or so. We'll probably win the cards will definitely go away on random, as we mentioned, but then we've got our card. I'll have a question for these, and we'll get fastest finger first in the live chat again. So yeah, a little bit of everything and anything going on there.
We love it. We love to see it.
Harry boy, what will we do now while we're waiting for all that stuff to kind of happen? What will we look at, or what will we talk about?
I mean, we could. Do we go over? Do we have time to really like go over drafts and maybe just pick up on maybe like three best matchups of each sort of draft league, if that makes sense?
How about we hit let's do that. Let's not
maybe
start with MLS
and go.
Yeah, let's have a look at MLS. Let's see the best fixtures and let's crack some predicted 11s for that.
Let's do MLS. So I'll toggle my game week center screen to America only. I can't actually filter it by MLS, but that's fine. In terms of fixtures on paper, apparently New York Red Bulls' fixture at home to Houston Dynamos is coming down as the best on paper. But I don't know if I really agree with it, Quinny, if I'm honest.
I don't buy into that either.
Red Bulls haven't been great this season.
No, far from
it. They really haven't.
Their team looks good on paper. Coronel, Tolkien, Nealis, Reyes, and Kyle Duncan. It's a decent defense, you know. They've got some guys up front that could do okay, but that Houston team, there's no Hector Herrera. He's suspended, and he's been a one-man midfield. So maybe that's part of the reckoning.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Then that would change things for me if I'm looking at that Houston team for sure. Good point. Really good point.
So yeah, I did find that surprising to see that the Red Bulls were so high up on that.
Yeah, and then, I mean, I know Maya's out this week because I've not been able to play him, and he's got an ankle injury. Obviously, Vazania is out for like 6 weeks, or 6 games or whatever for kind of saying what he said, which was very, just definitely shouldn't be tolerated in football at all. I don't really know exactly what he said, but it definitely wasn't great at all, and probably should have been punished even more so. But I don't know the full extent to all that, but I think he's out for 6 games, I've heard. I guess the next fixture, Quinny, is FC Dallas at home to Salt Lake. Is probably a really good fixture, I guess, for Dallas. But I'm pretty sure Salt Lake had a good win last week. I'm pretty sure they won like 4-0 or something. And Dallas are without Alan Velasco this week. So if he's in your drafts, lads, make sure you get him out because he is not going to play.
Yep.
So that's something.
No legit either from the looks of things.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. To be fair, I'm not too sure. What's going on there? But by
the way, RSL might be decent for a wee cheeky something with Savarino and Krylak, you know.
Yeah, Ruiz is back as well. Pablo Ruiz. It's definitely something. Definitely, I don't know. I don't think Salt Lake travel very well though, to be honest. Yeah. So that could be, home advantage in the MLS is massive for sure. So I don't know. I'm prioritizing my Ferreira this week. I do think he'll have a good game. To be fair, no Velasco, like I said. So maybe Ferreira takes over set pieces on both sides, which would be great. And yeah, I do see him doing well. Does Dallas keep a clean sheet potentially? So I do think it is a good fixture, even though they're without Velasco for sure. And then Austin FC at home to Vancouver is the next best. Again, though, it's an interesting one. I know it is a very far away for Vancouver to have to travel to Austin, but also Austin haven't been that good, really.
No, they're not
really,
dominating
really
like they were last year. They're not really missing people either. It looks like, Ragoni's came in. They've got Zardes come in. Fagundes is still playing. The back four looks pretty tight, but yeah, Alex Ring playing at centre back doesn't feel right on any level. So don't really know what the script is with that and why that's happened. But yeah, that base of midfield as well. I'm not too familiar with Danny Pereira or Owen Wolf. So yeah, maybe there's a bit of a
really young.
Yeah, maybe there's a bit of because normally Ring plays there, so maybe there's a bit of a spine problem there, perhaps. The Vancouver team looks pretty good, but they had midweek football as well. They just played, so
LAFC, wasn't it? Yeah.
So that'll be an interesting one. Gold is on to start. Pedro Vite is on to start. I'm a big fan of Vite. I think he's really, really good.
He's a good player, yeah.
Gressel just hit some sort of milestone in MLS, so he's in good fettle. And yeah, there's a few other decent players in that squad. So Takaoka, by the way, I heard people saying, I think it was the MLS show on Sorare TV that was saying that Takaoka's, I'm sure it was them anyway, but somebody was saying Takaoka's becoming one of the best keepers in the league potentially.
Okay, interesting.
Decent form. So yeah.
I watched him playing one of the games. His like ball work's really good. He's really good with his feet. To be fair, I do like the look of him as a keeper. Next best, we've got Montreal at home to DC United. Quinny.
Thanks.
I don't know really what to think about this, if I'm being honest. I know DC are DC and they aren't great by any means, but neither are Montreal. I don't know. It's a really weird week, Quinn, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Like all these fixtures that are said to be good, I'm not really buying into it too much, if I'm being honest.
I think the Montreal one is more a case of just how weak people think DC are.
Yeah, I guess. But honestly, though, mate, they just brought in Lewis O'Brien, Taxi Fontas, and Benteke up front. They got Mateus Klitsch. They've got the makings of some decent players. Well, I look at this Montreal team, Quinny. They've got a second string keeper in right now. That's Ciceros. I'm pretty sure he didn't start the season. He's under 23. I don't even recognize their forwards, Ibrahim and Afor.
Yep.
Like genuinely, obviously they got Aaron Herrera, Victor Wanyama, a couple of boys that were obviously a bit veteran in the MLS. But mate, honestly, I'm not really having this team at all.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. But yeah, Big Benteke looks good to score a goal. And yeah, Click could be no too bad. It's just Rooney. I don't know. I just don't think Rooney wins football games.
For sure. No, I definitely agree with that. New York City and Nashville. This is an interesting one as well.
Oh yeah, NYC. Yeah, that's funny because it was coming up on my predicted 11s stuff. A fair bit. I know Nashville are good and all the rest of it, but I'm not too. I would be confident playing them for any team. I don't think any team plays Nashville with confidence.
Not really, no. But obviously, New York being at home is definitely a good thing. Obviously, the odds are in their favor. They're just over even money, so bookies definitely favor them. I don't think this will be a high scoring game though, Quinny. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I really don't see it. I really, really don't. Could even be a little 0-0. They are very hard to come by in the MLS, but I wouldn't be surprised if that is a bit of a 0-0, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I would hope not for the cards I've got, but it's the defense of Nashville that makes you think that that they could really keep it tight. Shaq Moore, Zimmerman, Mayer, Lovitz, Willis. That's as solid as it comes. Never mind the midfield and the work ethic. Like with Peacock and Sapong and Schaffelberg, they're just engine players, and Mukhtar's just absolute stardust. So yeah, they're definitely something to be feared. And when I look at the NYC team, like Ilinic in at right back, Gabe Siegel up front, or Richie Ledesma, who's a midfielder that's just come in from PSV on loan. No James Sands, so Fredo Morelos probably starts. It's just isn't a great NYC outfit at the moment. They need a spearhead, and they could do with Sands being fit in a game like this, and probably a better right back. So yeah, it's not a game I have any confidence in any result really happening, goals or anything. Like
same here, mate. Honestly, same here. I really don't like the look of that.
Personally.
Yeah, then we've got Charlotte FC at home to Colorado.
That's a good fixture. Charlotte at home, they're always kind of solid. And who are they playing? Rapids?
Yeah.
They've not been great this year, I don't think, have they, Harry?
I don't think so, mate. But honestly, neither Charlotte haven't been Charlotte either. 14th and 11th in the league, both of them respectively. I don't know. Charlotte just haven't clicked yet.
Yeah.
But again, we see it again. The odds again are always favored into the home team's hands. I don't know. The MLS is honestly, Quinny, is so hard to predict, man. Genuinely, unless LAFC are basically playing at home, like genuinely now, or maybe Atlanta at home as well this season, maybe Columbus as well. Other than that, it's really hard to predict. Really, really hard. Cincinnati have been great actually, but they're away this week to St. Louis. Going off topic, but honestly, mate, it is just really tough to predict. Really, really tough. Way harder than any other league, I think. But it's fun. It makes it really, really fun.
It's a real coin toss division, particularly the way the fixtures have went. But we've got two great comments in here from Howie and Joe Ducey saying Rapids won on the road last week. So yeah, it's like with MLS. Sometimes teams get in a road form, where they do go on 3-4 away games on the bounce and they get some form from it.
Yeah.
But like I say, I like Charlotte as a good home team from what we've seen in this franchise and its short lifespan. And I know they're not doing amazingly great this year, but you always expect their better games to be at home, And looking at what Colorado will show up with, like Cole Bassett might have a resurgence. Who knows? I know Acosta's decent, Sam Nicholson, Keegan Rosenberry, decent players, Jonathan Lewis, but I think this Capetti still to show up. And with the quality of guys like Siberski still around this club, I don't know. I think that would be quite good for Charlotte if you've got a few of them already.
Mm-hmm. No, they definitely got a team brewing there. I just don't think it hasn't really clicked so far. But I guess this is the week of the derbies. We've got Portland, Seattle, which we can go into, but then we've also got LA Galaxy, LAFC.
So
El Trafic.
What one will we start with?
Start with Portland if you want, just because it's first in the sort of rankings. But Seattle have been great this season. This is kind of what we expected last season, but I guess because of the fixture congestion, they were playing the CONCACAF as well. I just don't think they didn't have the squad to deal with it. They had a few big injuries, João Paulo being one of them. And it just killed their sort of momentum, and they just couldn't get going. But this season, they're obviously first in the league so far. Yeah, it's just kind of what I expected last season, but it actually has just come into fruition this season. They have a really good 11, really good. Obviously, they have good players on the bench as well, but their 11 is very, very good, full of quality, bit of pace, and there's goals in this team, and they've got a great defense. So, but it's going to be tough against Portland. Obviously, they're away as well, so they're not too far to travel for Seattle. And yeah, I don't know. I do see Seattle winning this game, but I don't think it'll be easy.
Yeah. Looking at the starting lineup, João Paulo looks to be back in the house, and he'll be partnering Rusnak and Ladero, which for an MLS midfield is apex. Front three of Morris, Rui Diaz, and Roldan just looks amazing. Backline, Cameroon international Tolo, Jackson Reagan, academy graduate, Yaimar Andrade, one of the best defenders in the league, and Alex Roldan, who's one of the best defender cards on Sorare when MLS is up and running and Seattle are doing their thing, and Stefan Fry, as we know, in goals. But yeah, it just looks like the only missing piece out of this team is probably Arriaga, who's injured at the moment, the Venezuela international. Yeah. So you put him in at centre defence next to Yaimar, and for me, that's hands down the best team in the division.
Yeah, 100% best 11. I mean, I don't know. I would still argue, maybe as an 11 is better than LAFC's, but I think LAFC I'd argue they have a better attack, I would say. But regardless, both massive powerhouses, and you do have to fancy Seattle here for sure. Portland are currently struggling a little bit, but they are home, so you just never know.
Is this a game where the stars come out, where Santiago Moreno, Evander? Is this a game where they show up?
I don't know. They'd have to.
Scores have been rubbish.
Well, yeah, I just think if they're going to turn up, you want it to be now, but do you expect it to be now against Seattle? Probably not. I think they're in for a tough day, honestly. ABC Trade says Rusnak is confirmed out last night, so thank you for that info. Anyone with Rusnak,
Atencio in.
Yeah, make sure you get that. Make sure you get that swapped out. And then we do have the LA Galaxy against LFC.
El Tráfico.
Massive game. Galaxy have been shocking this season, if we're being honest. Just hasn't really happened for them. They've got a few younger boys in there now, and Jaden Neal's worked his way in, who's a great centre half. I do rate him, but maybe lacking a bit of experience at the back. But But yeah, I can't see anything other than an LAFC win here, Quinny. I really can't.
That guy Brugman's caught my eye. His L5 looks really good.
Yeah, he's been
L5
class.
is 67,
He's really
30 years
good,
old.
Gaston
Yeah.
Brugman.
Yeah, he's been
Yeah.
decent, eh? Just caught my eye just now. 98, 3 games ago against the Timbers away. Interesting.
Yeah, good player to be fair. Him and Puig. But this LAFC team, Quinny, Jesus, like
Yeah, Buanga.
it's just too much, man. It's just too Buanga, oh my god. He's just completely set the MLS alight, hasn't he?
The IPD machine.
Mate, you just print DAs.
He loves it, man.
It's unbelievable. Genuinely unbelievable. Yeah, no, I've been impressed with him. Tillman's been great since coming in as well. But they've got options. A Poku, they can go Cifuentes. They've got that Stipe Buick. They've got some really good options. But there is an issue here with sort of percentages. Obviously, they played midweek, like we said, with Vancouver. So there is that rotational risk. Your boys like Palacios, Hollandhead, Shalani, all 60%. Even Buanga's at 70%. So I don't know. It's not a nice position to be in that sense, because if you do own these players, that doubt does sort of play on your mind, doesn't it? And it does force you to make decisions that sometimes you don't want to make, right?
Yeah. But it's a derby, so you cannot pull any punches.
True. That's one thing where I think, yeah, maybe that anti-rotation comes out of the equation, maybe, and they just do go full strength.
Try and win the game and then worry about it later.
Yeah, 100%. I do think we should look at Columbus Crew, New England as well, Quinn. I think that'll be a big game.
Sure.
Yeah, two decent teams, or two very good teams, I would say. Columbus Crew have been amazing this season, honestly. Aidan Morris, L5 of 86 currently. Zelarayan's been good as well, which he normally always is, but he's just been consistent. Christian Ramirez has been good as well. This Alexandru Matan, he's been good. I think he's Romanian. Obviously, you got Nagby, Will Sands in there. They've got some really good players, and they've been really impressive. But this isn't going to be easy against, obviously, New England, who arguably are up there always with one of the top 5 teams in the MLS. But they've got some. Obviously, we've got Carlos Heels, the obvious ones, but this Dylan Barrero is a really good player. I think he scored his first goal maybe last week or maybe the week before. Scored a really good goal from the outside of the box from a set piece. This is an interesting one. This reminds me a little bit of the New York versus Nashville game. Like I don't know if we're going to see that many goals in this, if I'm being honest. I think we'll see two good defensive sides, but equally they can score goals as well. So I don't know. I predict a very tight game here personally.
Yeah, it's the odds are 33% chance that Columbus get a clean sheet, and the Revs at 25%, which, considering all things, that's quite decent chances at his low scoring, like you say. Dylan Barrero was brought in to replace Tejon Buchanan as a kind of flying creative winger on the right-hand side of the pitch. And yeah, it's good to see he's starting to get some form. I tried to pick up one of his cards, Harry, as soon as the transfer went through. And as you might imagine, I didn't hold on to him until now. But it's one of those ones that sometimes you need to wait a bit longer for the transfer to pay off. But defensively, looking at this, like Petrovic is just so annoying that we can't get him. We're such a great goalkeeper stats. Latif Blessing could do pretty well as well, AA wise, same as some of the other guys we mentioned here. But yeah, this should be a good one to watch out for. Zella Ryan is a match winner, so even if this is like a 1-0, it's a high chance he's involved in whatever decides the game. So yeah, I like that one.
100%. We could probably scan over Toronto, Atlanta, to be fair, maybe to end with the MLS.
Sure, let's do that.
Yeah, Toronto at home. So, yeah, fair old trek for Atlanta, I guess, to travel there. But Atlanta are great.
How big is that team, man, Toronto, honestly?
It's a weird one, isn't it? They've just got players from all over the shop, basically. Johnson, Savarina, they've all just been sort of transferred in and thrown in. Obviously, Bernardeschi is up there, and he's, well, unfortunately, he's kind of the only one they're relying on right now for goals, I would say. Osario, I mean, he's more of a 10. I don't know why maybe he's coming off the left wing and tucking in there. But yeah, this team isn't great. I can kind of see Atlanta really running rings around them, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, big time. The Atlanta team looks strong. Obviously, Westberg in goals now that Guzan's done his knee again or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, on Gutman and Brooks Lennon and fullback, both very bombastic, both very decisive, capable. Miles Robinson, great centre back. Sejic and Souza, whatever, you're probably not playing them. But Thiago Almada, Luis Araujo, and Giacomakis are huge cards potentially, and even Etienne could do well for them as well. But when I look at that Toronto team, like, I see Sean Johnston's scores crop in at my club every week, because obviously he's one of my main goalkeepers, but I thought the defence would be a much more solid when we look at it, but it doesn't. Yeah, especially the scores and the personnel. Just so surprised at how tight they've managed to keep it. Maybe it's this midfield. Maybe that's more of a diamondy thing, if you know what I mean. Maybe that Sorare is in midfield, and it's more of a quartet of Sorare, Kate, and Bradley, and this other guy, whoever he is and whatever he does, you know.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't. Yeah, there's not much Bernadeschi and then this other guy, Kerr, who knows who he is, or Akinola, who's got 0 muscles left in his knees or whatever it is. I don't know.
Yeah, he's been out for a while, hasn't he?
Yeah, so that's a funny one, man. I've got Jackie
Yeah.
Mackis in the team. I expect him to get a goal. I hope he gets a goal, but
I wouldn't be surprised. Definitely wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, M says in the chat, Osario was filling in for Senior. Yeah, I guess he is, but they're completely
I've got a
different
card I want to give
players.
away, Harry. I've got a card I want to give away. So this is the Behich, right, for doing the little secondary tweet. I've had this locked and loaded for a while, okay? So you need to be following me. You need to have liked the tweet. This is the little secondary tweet, okay? So we've done it all. This was the one we wanted to give away. Rapid 35, he's done that. Heroes and Legends. And winning that is Sorare Angel 21. Congratulations. Let me go and just ping you a message. Congratulations. Oh,
yeah, congrats.
Sorry, wrong camera. My main camera died. Sugar. Guardian Angel, got you open. Congrats. Excellent. Now, we've got 2 more cards to give away. We'll do one for the main tweet. Now, guys, we're only at 30 likes on the second stream. There's only about 90 of you here. We lost about 30 of you in the transition, it feels like. So, if we can get the likes back up to 67, right? If we can get back up to 67 likes, I think if you liked it the first time, you're probably here in the second stream. So, we can get 67 likes again. That would be smashing. And then I'll do the giveaway on Twitter, and we'll also do the pop quiz. We'll give away the Greg Taylor Limited and the Aaron Moy Limited. We'll do that in the next kind of 10 to 15 minutes. But we need the likes to get up to 67, and that'll be for the main tweet on the Twitter for the stream that we're doing. And then we'll do a pop quiz in the live chat as well. Guardian Angel 21, loving that magic. So I'll go and ship that card now, Harry boy.
Yeah.
Just bear with me a second, and I'll give you the screen in case you want to take us somewhere and we'll have a look at something.
Yeah, I don't really know where to take us, to be fair. I mean, we could just go over our lineups maybe, Quinny. We've got half an hour left. Do you want to... I mean, I don't have many lineups myself, but...
You doing any tweaks? You got any drafts to do?
Not really. I might if anyone sees anything out of ordinary, but I'm just going to share this tab instead. But yeah, no, I did do a few tweaks about half an hour ago. Basically, I looked at the Chelsea... Well, I looked at Frank Lampard's press conference, and he basically said that a load of players that didn't play in the Champions League and last week are going to play this weekend. So he's going to give opportunities to a couple, and I'm hoping that includes Badiashile. So I've kind of tried to fit him into my Cap 240 Super lineup. And I've gone with, I filled out the cap perfectly. It's 240 points on the dot. I'm going with Tanny. He got a clean sheet last week. I'm praying he gets the nod again this week. Problem is, Quinny, I don't need to sweat this in the sense I have a Gaten Cook that will play, but he's playing against Ghent, and I'm not too confident in him keeping a clean sheet there. So I have gone with Tanny. I feel like he has a better fixture, but I am, there is a little worry in the side of my brain that he might not start, but you just got to live in hope, haven't you? And then Badiashile, Callum Slattery, I'm hoping gets the nod for Motherwell. And then Aguirre at home to River ain't going to be an easy game at all. And then I've got Lucas Piton in there, who, Brazilian league's back. Well, they've been playing for a while, but they've been playing the regions, and that they're not covered on Sorare. So, I've brought him in first game. They are playing Mineiro away, which won't be easy. But that fills out my Cap 240 Super Rare lineup, which is, one of my biggest or main sort of lineups this weekend. Alongside under 23 Rare Pro, which is this Costa, really nice fixture. Balde away to Getafe, Matson at home to Vitesse, Ferreira captain at home to Salt Lake, and then Timber at home to Emmen. I do really like the look of this lineup. Obviously, I need the Matson DA really for this to really do anything, and same for Herrera for sure. Nice. But yeah, Timber AA hopefully and Costa clean sheet. Most of them playing Sunday though. Cap 240 Rare. I think I filled out the cap as well. Paxton Pomako making his debut, Quinny, for the club after winning him last weekend.
Congrats.
Thank you. So he's
Nice
in.
card.
It is a lovely card, to be fair. Obviously, I've got Ferreira as well. So for the summer, there's definitely a little stack to be had there. I'm going with Jordan Henderson again. Quinny, he helped me win my first threshold last week. So lads, I did win my first ever rare threshold last weekend. Yeah, so that was a big moment
Congrats.
for me. Thank you. Hendo helped me get over the line in that. I think he scored like 60 odd against Arsenal, which was really nice. 25 AA. Playing Leeds on Monday. I've got Kulusevski in there, Pomykal, Bella Kochap at home to Palace, and Chris Brady at home to Philly. And then other than that, obviously I've got a couple of drafts, which they are what they are. And then I've got a kickoff unique team actually, Quinny, that I'm pretty excited about. Yeah, I don't know why I can't see all my lineups right now, but
it does that glitch to me. If you've looked into one, then you can back out of it.
here we go. I'm back.
It's a wee bit glitchy.
I do have an under 23 rare team that we can see on the screen as well. Verbruggen in goals. Obviously, I think he's got 6 clean sheets in 6 games. Absolutely incredible. But they do play Genk away this week. So I'm a little bit worried about that. But no Vinny this week, so I couldn't play. I wanted to play Cherky and Vinny up front, but I can't. So I'll have to bring Dedic in. I know Yonatan's going to probably laugh at that. But yeah, ultimately, I've got 2 defenders. Obviously, Enzo is captain. Cherky and obviously Fofana and Dedic. I'm not too worried about that lineup because I don't think Anderlecht keep a clean sheet away to Genk. And then this is the kickoff team, which I'm actually quite excited about in a weird way. Zaidu plays tonight. Kook obviously against Ghent, which is going to be tough. I'm hoping Nico gets the nod against United. And then, Suslov away to Walwick, or however, I'm probably butchering the name of their team. But and then Yorbe at home to Sereng, who I don't think is going to start, but I think he's going to come off the bench and get a DA. So it's basically a so-coin farmer, but on the off chance they all play, it might win me my first unique is kind of the hope there, Quinny. But other than that, that's kind of it. I've got a Liga semi-pro somewhere, and then the rest of them are just drafts and just fill a lineup basically to maybe farm some so coins. But under 23 rare pro, cap 240 rare and super rare, and then basically under 23 rare and kickoff unique. So 5 main lineups for me this week.
Sounds good, man. Looking forward to that. I like your 240 rare because I think if you've got good AA guys, then you just get that little bit of luck that a DA comes your way. That division quickly becomes maybe a card and some money.
Yeah, I'd love to be able to have that sweat because last week I just scraped the threshold because Brady had an error led to goal that actually then got rescinded. So I ended up not needing to sweat the threshold in the end because that got taken away. And although he conceded a goal, he had like 25 AA as a keeper, obviously. So that was great. Finished on like 270 points. But I would love a week where I'm into the 300 somewhere and maybe get myself a card out of this cap 240.
Excellent. I'm buzzing for it, man. I'm just trying to load up this. So, guys, we're at 49 likes. I'd like us to get back to 67 again, and we'll do the giveaway for the Celtic cards. There's only 20 minutes to the deadline. I want to get rid of these cards pronto so I can get my Road to Glory semi-pro in. So, guys, we're at 49 likes. Can we get up to 67 pronto? If not, we'll just do the kind of giveaway in a minute anyway. But
no worries. I do have a load of injuries. I have a load of injuries as well that I'm having to carry. A Maya, Rayan, super rare. Cuesta, super rare. Obviously, Yari's out. Pedri's still out. Florentino is suspended. Vinny's injured, it looks like. Jean Mario's still injured. So I am really struggling in terms of just depth right now. So that's kind of why I have to be quite strategic in where I'm placing my supers right now.
Fair play. Well, the thing with these supers as well is that there isn't that many of them going around in the grand scheme of things, So the deployment of them is it's a tricky part, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
We're getting closer to 67, guys. We're at 56. Come on, 9 more. No, 11 more, sorry. Ange interview with Sky, giving nothing away, just saying those that missed last week will still missing. It's so interesting.
Cryptic
very much copy-paste. But I don't think there'll be too many surprises this week. But at 58, guys, I'll give away the first one, right? The actual tweet one, okay? So that's all locked and loaded and ready to go. So if you supported the stream today, thank you very much. We'll give away the Aaron Moy for this one, okay? So the winner of Aaron Moy is Slap Pop Sean. Congratulations, mate. What a name that is. Slap Pop Sean, congratulations. You have won the Aaron Moy Limited. We're back on your screen now, Harry. Sean Connolly, that is. Congrats.
Well done, Sean.
You won Moy.
Massive, massive win. But yeah,
What's
I
your
did
score?
finish. I did finish ninth midweek, lads, which was yeah, very welcomed. Tier 2 on the way.
Love it.
Yeah, the pool's really interesting. Like you've got like Rodrigo in there, you've got Enzo Lafie, Aidan Morris. They're obviously a bit high up for me, I think. But yeah, I don't know. I bet you I win for Fana. I've got a weird feeling. He's down by here. Here he is. He's right next to Brenner. I've
Ooh.
got a weird feeling. I don't want to win Brenner.
We had a question in the chat about Brenner moving to Udinese, Harry. Would you not want to win a Brenner?
I would not want to win a Brenner. He hasn't been able to score. I know his head's probably been elsewhere, but he hasn't been able to score in a brothel in the MLS recently. So God hope him in Serie A. Yeah, I really don't want to win one. I can't lie. I'd love a Facundo Torres. That would be exceptional. Fabio Silva would be amazing. Hartman, George Marks, I would take. Frimpong, I would definitely take a Frimpong. Barcola, he's been linked with a few Premier League moves. He looked great. Hakimi's in here. Whiffer, the boy you mentioned. That would be nice. Satalo's in there. Ezequiel Palacios, he looks to be injured right now. Timothy Tillman could be a good card, actually. Obviously, he does age out. Pepe's in there. Lavia would be a really nice one. Slamansky, Diech, Reindeers. I don't know. Bayer's in there. Maybe I can reunite with my Burnley roots. Get myself a little Bayer. Barrial would be nice. I would take a Barrial all day.
A few Cincy players in there, eh?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there's loads. I'd love a Barrial. That would be really nice. How much is he going for?
Barcola, a good prospect as well. I don't know if you've seen Bradley Barcola this week getting a signed Sorare card. That was cute.
I saw that, yeah. I was
so close to buying his rookie last season because I seen him come off the bench. I didn't watch much Leon last year, but I thought, oh, they're bringing him off. He's like young as well. Leon are like with kids. Oh, by the way, Osam Owar got a transfer this week.
Yeah, was it Roma?
Is it Roma?
I don't know. It is somebody, isn't it? Yeah, I saw that. Jonathan said is Gluck in there? Oscar Gluck. Let me have a look. I don't think he is, but I could be wrong. Hincapié, Elise is in there. Ferran. No, I don't think so. No, he's not, unfortunately. He's not in there. Do you want to show us your teams, Quinny? I'm excited.
Yeah, 2 seconds, mate.
No worries. No worries. Yeah, no worries at all.
Just saying that's that prize sent away, right? So we've got one more prize to do, Harry. Now, I actually want to do that before I show you my teams, right?
Yeah.
So, pop quiz. Get the live chat out, guys. There's 95 views here. Now, I tell you what, before I give you this question, we are at 58 likes. We need to get to 67 now, right? Get us to 67 likes, and then we'll do the final pop quiz. There's only a couple here. Come on, guys. Only need a couple more likes. We're at 58, so we need 67. 9 more. Sorry, our Stish is in the house. Good to see you, my man. And we've got a Greg Taylor Limited to give away, guys. Greg Taylor Limited. We're giving it away right now, so you can use it this game week. Now, I just need to get 9 more likes on this stream, and we'll give it away. Now. Or maybe I'll get a team up while we're waiting for these to get the likes up. I don't know. Let's have a look. So I've made, since the press conference went out, Harry, if you didn't catch the press conference, I hope you did catch it and you had a giggle at it. But I have made an adjustment or two around my teams because, Harry, I actually, until watching your stream last night, kind of forgot that Wirtz was playing Thursday night football. So I've deprioritised him. Now he's 75% on and play sharper to start the game against Wolfsburg. I'm personally kind of thinking some of the rest and rotations Xabi Alonso put him through a month or two ago was maybe with this period in mind, where he will need to play twice a week, maybe start twice a week, maybe not play full 90 minutes. He did play 85 or so on Thursday. Anyway, I'm not expecting him to, maybe he comes on at half-time, maybe he comes on at 60 minutes in the worst-case scenario, but I've had to deprioritise him, and that's kind of shuffled the deck around it a little bit. I made another little shuffle around as well, but at 64 likes, guys, get us up to 67 before I bore you with teams. And what was the other little shuffle I made last minute? It was... No, I think that was it, really, since the press conference. The teams are all pretty much the same. But I'm actually kind of hopeful for this under-23 Rare Pro team, Harry. So I've got Tani, who got a clean sheet last week against Kawasaki Frontale. If that's not a milestone in Kossi Tani's career, then I don't know what is. So it shouldn't be dropped this week. Full level 20. I've got the 1 of 100 Tanny, the first ever Tanny, maxed out. So away, I don't think that game's great. I definitely don't think it's as bad as Kawasaki. Guardiola, I've deprioritized as well because of the Red Bull stuff I've seen to you before. And I've got some other defenders that, hey, they're a bit more certain to play. I just won Rafi Guerrero last week.
Yeah.
And he's way more 100 capable than Guardiola. So it is what it is, pal. But in midfield, I've got Acevedo, who's now in Brazil, Harry. Now, if you look at Acevedo's scores from when he was in MLS, and Laird will tell you this as well, but it's 66 likes, guys. One more, come on. Going into the last season of MLS, Acevedo at NYC, when I seen him play early season, I was saying to Laird, this guy will be Kochu in MLS. Like, he'll be doing everything. And his AA was there. He just never got the odd decisive to push him up top or get those bigger scores in. But he played one of his first competitive games in Brazil. He got an assist. And he's a really key midfielder, and all those fans love him down there already. So it's a real shot in the dark. It's the first game of the season. It's a super rare, high XP and all the rest of it. But then up front, with that solid defence I've got there and that kind of reliable-ish midfield, he should do 48 if it's a bad game. I've then got Carlo Holster, super rare, and I then got Captain Magno. So I'm not expecting that team to do great, but all those players individually wouldn't make a better team for me. They wouldn't get into an all-star team. They wouldn't, push other players out or something. So, I don't know. I'm actually kind of excited for this one, Harry. What do you think?
I don't mind it, mate. Honestly, yeah. If Tanny plays and gets his clean sheet, you're asking for, you're asking for a Magno DA, get you to 90 odd, and then you're asking, like you said, Acevedo, can he get that AA, and obviously Holst as well. Can he get a mixture of both, maybe? Obviously away from home, but mate, honestly, yeah, no, you're in with a shout there. I definitely don't see any like weaknesses in that team, really. Or hopefully, I'm hoping Tanny starts myself. So, I like it, mate. Honestly, it's funky, very funky.
Hey guys, we've hit the magic number. We're actually at 69, which is the real magic number. So we'll give it away now. The pop quiz question, right? I will tell you first of all, the format I want the answer is full serial number, right? I want number stroke out of whatever scarcity I'm going to tell you, okay? Legend of the community, Harry Trades, is going to be winning a card this week in All-Star Rare Pro. His captain is Vinicius Souza. What is his serial number?
Ooh, good question.
Don't tell it, Harry. Don't spoil it.
I don't even know
it'll be
myself.
On my screen. I want the full serial number. Harry Trades' captain this week is Vinicius Jr., who's led him to glory. What is his serial number? First one to get it in, Greg Taylor Limited, Apex Defender choice. Nice player for 270. Nice player for All-Star as well, even without the XP, because he can do a big one with a clean sheet and a decisive. He loves it. Oh, the numbers are flying in. The numbers are
flying in.
Now, I'll wait till you all get them in. I do want to get this shipped out pronto. I think all the prizes so far from today have been shipped and found their rightful homes ahead of the game week, and we want to do this one ASAP pronto. So we'll wait all the comments to fire in, Harry boy. We're at 70 likes now. Thank you very much, guys. If you could push us up as high as you can, if you've had a good time today, if you've had good fun with me and Harry getting ready for the weekend, then please do smash the like button, support the channels, drop a sub for Harry at Harry Trades on YouTube, at Quinny 3001. Also, you're here anyway, so you probably do, but you never know. Anyway, the correct answer, I'll put it on screen, okay? Harry Trades' captain in this midweek was 31 of 100, Vinicius Souza. Vinicius Jr., beg your pardon, what a slip of the tongue that was. And the first person that I see on my screen, just need to wait for the comments to stop, because it keeps pulling it down. The first one I seen with 31 out of 100, that was the answer I asked for, was 31 out of 100, is Sam Egan, who's got a little white picture. Sam, congratulations. I need to know your club name now. Now, Sam.
Congrats, Sam.
Oh, I can tag you. Oh, cool, that's working. Sam. Ah, nice, that wee thing worked. Congrats. See, normally when I'm in other people's chats and I try and tag people in the live chat, it doesn't work on my phone.
Yeah, it doesn't work on when I try and tag as well, actually. That's weird.
It sometimes, well, it doesn't seem to have actually tagged them in the thing, but it looked like it was going to there.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anywho, all fun and games. Sam, let me know your club name ASAP, and I'm looking for it to come from the same account in the live chat that obviously I've seen win there. And yeah, I hope that card smashes it for you, mate, and does some good turns this game week. But otherwise, Harry, the big team for me, I was talking at the beginning about prize pools and all that stuff. As you guys know, FC Barcelona and my club, it's all about the big prize pools and All-Star. And I've upgraded Skorupski back into the #1 team. And I'm playing the same team that played Rangers last week, but I'm hoping Maeda can get his decisive that he never got last week, basically.
Well, there's a spanner in the work, Quinny. There's a big spanner. Sorry to interrupt you. Sam doesn't want to mess up his semi-pro lineups.
Okay, so we'll roll over then. It's Ian Sorare. Ian Sorare, congratulations. You will be number 2 then. You're the rollover if we're not taking it. Give it to second place. That's what Sam said. Fantastic. Ian Sorare, who I know is a St Johnstone fan, but he doesn't mind a Celtic card. And I think Ian Sorare, I know your name is Ian Sorare, and it's got a St Johnstone badge on it. So I'm just going to wing that over to you now, mate. Congratulations.
Yeah, that is class from Sam. Well
Regular
said, James.
Class from Sam, by the way. Golf clap for him.
Love
well
that,
done, mate. And Ian Sorare is a big contributor and supporter to the content, so I'm glad to see, as I would have been with Sam and everyone else. But Ian, that's whisked its way to you, mate. Please log on to Sorare now and accept that mofo. You've got 89 limited, so you're not going to worry about that issue. And hopefully GT3 comes into your teams and helps you this game week, buddy. Buzzing 100%. For that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where my big team it's still going to be All-Star Super. That's not going to change, Harry. We're just getting a bigger goalkeeper in there. But mate, in 240, I said it in my press conference. You said it, but I had you build my lineups a little bit last week, last night.
I did.
Because Harry, I get pure. I guess it's the value maybe people get when they come to the member streams with me on a Wednesday. But like, I'm so like enclosed in my own gallery. Like, I look at the names and faces, and I make assumptions, and I can fill in the gaps and read between the lines and
for sure
all that stuff. Yeah, and you and me both, but. And I think anyone that would look at my gallery, Llorente and Gabri Vega, huge midfielders with huge fixtures. So I thought if I can get them two together in a team, then I could win it. I could win any division with them two, potentially, if the right pieces around them fall in. And I've decided to go 240 with that, Harry. Not only will it hopefully secure me 200 quid, which isn't a bad booby price, if you ask me. But if it spanks, there's a unique at the very top of this, you know.
Yep.
So that's in my consideration and that's in my thought. Scales is in form. Marshall's fixture I'm not in love with, but his cap is so low that it means we can also get Giacomakis in here, who is, you know, goal dangerous striker, you know, 35 or 65 guy, you know. So if we get his goal, the midfield boss, I think both the midfield could do 100 each, like before multiplier. But then that's also part of my problem, Harry, is this division has no multiplier. And if I throw them into a D3, then they are extra power, you know.
For sure. No, I don't mind that. I don't mind that little setup there, 240. It looks that I can't see how that doesn't hit 250. But like you said, it does have the scope to go beyond that. I think if Giacomakis gets a goal, Vega gets his DA, Scales gets his AA, and Marshall obviously gets his cleaning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are they playing? Hearts? Is that
Hearts in the
fixture?
derby. Now Hearts have just sacked their manager. Snodgrass is suspended and
happened?
Contract termination in the go. It's a bit of disarray. So yeah, I think there was just, I don't know, I think people thought he was Billy Big Shoes or something, you know, and it's just not went down well. I personally think Hearts had him on a big contract on Nielsen's authority, and as soon as Nielsen went, they've went, get him out. You know, he's old and he's on a lot of money. That's my personal take. I have got no information.
No, that makes sense.
But what I opted to do, Harry, for FC Barcelona and All-Star Rare Pro is I've got another two good, solid, super rare mids to pair together. Now, the fixture isn't as nailed on as a good fixture, right? But McGinn's at home to Newcastle. I think he's going to get some good AA in a game like this, where he could get 54 or something. Yep. And then, if he does score a World Day, get an assist, he takes corners and stuff, you know, he could get 80, you know, and maybe lose 2-1. I don't need him to win the game, you know. 100%. And Bryce Mendes is away to Bilbao in honking form now, but that's a derby. And they're not in midweek football anymore for the first time in a while. And, you know, it's a derby. And all I need him to do is make an assist and be his usual self, and he can bring in some big points with that super rare bonus, you know. So, I don't know. I was torn between pairing those two guys either in 240 or in Pro, and I thought I'll chase the unique with the big guys. And because All-Star Rare Pro, like you've seen the team that Haber won the Kimmich with.
Yeah.
You're against Kimmiches, you're against Cecinias, you're against,
tough.
You know.
It's real tough.
So, you want strength in here, but, you know, like, this is not the first team I'm picking. It's like the third or fourth, you know, so it's, you know, it's kind of a bit of that. But my stud team, Harry, top 100 2 weeks in a row, top 30, then top 50, almost top 10 last week. We're making one more change, or two more changes with Wirtz being downgraded. I've put Kyogo in here on level 19. I reckon he's going to get 2 decisives at least. And Rafi Guerrero, as I mentioned earlier, comes in for Guardiola. So still Captain Jota. Last week's reward, Ladero keeps his place in that derby match we were just speaking about with Portland. And then Oblak maximum level at home to Almeria. So it's maybe not quite as glamorous about Wirtz but Kyogo's not got the AA. Kyogo's not really 100 capable. So
That's
I really
true.
do need Kyogo to spank the decisives,
I think he will. You've obviously got the attacking Celtic stack, which I think adds on to things. Like it's that thing of does Jota assist Kyogo, then you're just flying them basically, aren't you?
Yeah, totally. And in 270, I've actually got a stronger team in because I've put Wirtz here, and then I've tried to go, hey, what else have I got that makes this team fun? I've got Andy Robertson on level 20. I've got Moy on over 10% bonus, and then I've got Bayo at 10% bonus. The Bayo's not got a great game, but he's a main striker and just needs to get a goal or something,
Yeah.
And so maybe 270 is fun as well. But and kick-off unique Mulgrew. I think Mulgrew's on the predicted 11 is a 50-50 shot. So I'm going to stick with this. Haidara should play. Unal's a penalty-taking striker. I know it's Barca, but Barca aren't clean sheet nailed on, And then everyone and their mother, Harry, Sorare Data, you, everyone who I speak to keeps putting Ki Sung Young in powerful teams. And I couldn't, I didn't want to put him in any team, but I had a spare spot in here. And I was like, here, let's just put Ki Sung Young in here because everyone's telling me I should be playing him somewhere, So, yeah, maybe that does something. 12 teams overall. And I think I've got that last reward out now. I have, right? So I can get the semi-pro team registered again in the semi. So the road to glory, Harry, we're going into 270. I brought in a Brais Mendes. Now, this is a wee bit of a spoiler for the episode that goes out tomorrow. But I went into the road to glory watch list. Brais Mendes, cap of 41 on L15 is criminal. And like I've said before with that super rare, I think this is a good fixture for a guy like him. A derby with a big match, big moments, big player,
Yeah.
He goes in with Ferro, Was, Magno, and Vassen. So maybe the Road to Glory team can go on and win something. And I'll give that Brais away once we've used them. So I thought that was a nice multi-purpose effort,
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to get Serie A semi-pro action this week. So I've got a Kostic card. Now, we don't get Juve's drafts. I think that's a nice differential. Juve are away to Sassuolo. And then my commons, I'm going with Skorupski, who's at home to Milan. I think he'll boss out a big score. Even if he doesn't get the clean sheet, I think he can still break 60 with the saves in that. He'll do. And then Lazio having a great game. I've went with Haisaj and Immobile. And then you cannot not pick Kvaratskhelia at the moment, especially at home to Verona. Should be 100 for him this week.
Yeah, he's been gone off the boil a little bit since Osimhen's injury. So I'm hoping. Yeah, I don't know if Osimhen is back this weekend or not, but yeah, hopefully Cravadonna does something for us or for you.
We've got a last minute shout here that Key's missed training, so Key's getting dropped.
Okay, Key's out. Key is out.
So let's see who I've got ready and available who's not in our training squad. Maffeo, Cunha, and Tony. Tony's away to Rangers. I'd love to play Tony in a team. Who's in training? Is there anyone in training that could upgrade into that team? So there's no cap. Just needs to be a super rare, but a good game.
Mm-hmm.
No, nobody. No. So it is going to be Tony or Cunha. Cunha will start against Brentford, and Tony will start away to Rangers.
Okay.
Tony's got the Celtic factor in his favour. There's a wee bit of a story in that. And Cunha, yeah, Wolves are in good form. I don't know what Brentford are all about these days, really.
I'd go Cunha.
How many minutes do we have to the deadline?
We have 2 minutes, Quinny.
Oh, fuck me. Right, I was going to do a poll, but I guess I won't be able to. Cunha or Tony?
Gotta be Cunha.
Got to be Cunha?
Got to be Quinny. Come on. I know you're going to be biased, but...
He is at home. Yeah, okay. He is at home.
And it's Cunha, if we're being honest.
And it's Cunha. We need Cunha in a winning team, don't we? He's been in the club training for long enough.
Yeah, take the training wheels off. It's game time, baby.
Training teams not unaffected. Yep, they're all solid and still going. Nice, guys. Looking forward to it. I've got an America Pro team out as well, if you want to see that. First time I'm playing. It looks good on paper. Gold and Russell. Wanyama is on 30+% XP. Maybe seeing how good that fixture looks for Montreal and defensive AA. Kufri and Barraza is an NYC super rare defender goalkeeper pair. That could be okay.
Yeah.
It's got the hitters, it's got the combos.
Excuse me, I've gone for the old Nashville FC defensive stack.
Nice.
In the amateurs. Yeah.
I think that's us in deadline now.
Yeah, I think we're pretty close, if not on it. Yeah, 24 seconds.
And the last team I don't think I've put on screen is my Cap 240. If anyone cares, we'll just slick it up here. But it's actually quite powerful. Ferran Torres, I think, is going to start for Barca away to Getafe. He's on level 20. That means nothing in this division, which does make me a little bit sad. Scales, Sean John, good games. Diza Maeda, we've spoke about already. And Santi Rodriguez at home in Nashville. even with just one decisive, if it is a tight game, he can do a good score, so get that 50 quid, maybe we get a card as well.
Yeah, don't mind that. Don't mind that at all. Game week is now live, Quinny.
We're in.
We're in business.
The game week has started, guys. We are in and live.
We are loud and live.
So yeah, Harry boy, it gets started tonight. Is there any Friday night games on you're going to be watching? I think
I have a
football's not really
couple.
Sunday.
No, I have a couple. Yeah, I have Zaydu, my unique. He plays at 8:15, and I also have Cherky.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he plays at 8-ish, I think. Yeah, 8-ish against Toulouse away. So, yeah, but they're not really in lineups where I'm like sweating. It is what it is with them ones. But yeah, obviously I'm rooting for them to do well. But
Standard Liège play tonight as well. Middlesbrough, Norwich, Toulouse, Lyon, Schalke, Hertha. That'll be rubbish. Lazio tonight. Lazio Spezia. That could be fun to watch if you're needing something on the telly. 7:45.
Yeah.
Ross County, Aberdeen. Friday night Scottish action is normally fun, by the way. That's a bit of a derby. There probably will be a really good attendance at that. That might be the game to watch tonight. Ross County, Aberdeen, and then Vallecano, Osasuna. There's a wee bit of Turkey as well. Galatasaray play tonight.
No, sounds exciting. No, I'm buzzing for it. Really, really exciting.
Same as me. Harry boy, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks to everyone that joined us live, by the way. Fist bumps to everyone. Good luck to all of you. Me and Harry wish you all the best of luck and that you all finish exactly 0.1 points behind us. Be sure to check out the Product Podcast. Went live yesterday. Harry's podcast, The Value of Talent, is out today, I think.
Yeah, well, we'll be filming today, actually. Yeah, it might be out later tonight. Yeah.
Be out over the weekend. Stay tuned to that.
For sure.
And yeah, everything's here, there, and everywhere in between, guys. Stay out of trouble, and we'll catch you on the next one.
See you, lads.
Take care.